Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the sonnets, and today we've got Sonnet 102, which continues the thread of the previous couple, but it says, "My love is strengthened, though more weak in seeming. I love not less, though less the show appear. That love is merchandised, whose rich esteeming the owner's tongue doth publish everywhere. Our love was new, and then but in the spring, when I was wont to greet it with my lays, as Philomel in summer's front doth sing, and stops his pipe in growth of riper days. Not that the summer is less pleasant now than when her mournful hymns did hush the night, but that wild music burthens every bough, and sweets, grown common, lose their dear delight. Therefore, like her, I sometime hold my tongue, because I would not dull you with my song." I can't tell you why, but I like this one. And maybe I'm going to try to tell you why. But this is a continuation of the last two, wherein Shakespeare, the speaker, was talking about the fact that he's unable to write about the fair youth anymore. You know, he was calling for his muse to come back, and he was frustrated that he wasn't able to write about the fair youth anymore. But this one, it's like he's come to peace with it, and he's like, just because I'm not writing about you as much doesn't mean I love you any less. And if you get too much of a good thing, then it's not as good of a thing anymore. What he's saying is, like, we all thought Tom Cruise was crazy when he jumped up on the couch on Oprah and was screaming, "I love this woman." Like, that was maybe a little bit too much in proclaiming somebody's love for somebody else. Whereas, like the George Clooney type, who nobody knew that he was really dating anybody until he got married in a secret ceremony, and now he's super happy. And so maybe it's like speaking to the quality of love between those who have to shout about it all the time and those who are comfortable just existing, being in love. And he reflects back on when their love was first new. It was exciting, like the spring, and like the nightingale, which sings in the springtime, but then the nightingale stops by the summer because all of the other birds are also singing, and it becomes sort of cacophonous, so no single bird song is particularly beautiful anymore. What Shakespeare is saying here is, sometimes I'm going to hold back. I'm not going to write poetry. I'm not going to shout about how much I love you, because sometimes if I hold back, that's actually honoring you more. If I were to compete with all the other noise that's going on to say how wonderful you are, then my song would be dulled as well, and you by extension. So this one, to me, it feels like settled and calmer. There was some frustration in the last couple about the muse not providing the proper inspiration and having to deal with the writer's block and stuff like that. But this is coming to terms with just the lovely peacefulness of being in love and not having to shout about it all the time. I don't know why. I think that's particularly lovely. Anyway, that's Sonnet 102. I'll see you tomorrow for 103. Mwah.